Greetings ladies and gentlefish, and welcome back to another World of Tanks video. Been away for a week, I know. Usually I try and release some videos over the holidays, but I'll be honest, what with moving and trying to get other work done, I just haven't had the time. So instead I thought, right, fine, let's just try and prepare some videos for the coming weeks. Kick proceedings off then. We are going to have... sorry about that. Some subscriber games here. Now, I've chosen a couple of vehicles for this video that I've done reviews of, I've put gameplay up of, but Wargaming have since changed, and I thought it was therefore worth just showcasing them. Kicking proceedings off then with Pansy here in his T71, in a tier 7 match, no less, here on Haluf. T71 is a great little machine. After the light tank changes, one could argue it got even better. It lost some penetration, but there we go, some auto-aim for the win. It lost some penetration, but effectively went down a tier, kept the 900 clip damage, the mobility and all that jazz, and the hit points haven't really changed very much either. And honestly, this tank now, well, I thought it was very good beforehand, now it's a bit good, let's put it that way. So you can see Pansy is just ripping open these tiers 5 and 6s so far, and I haven't put the damage counter on for this particular game. Whoopsies! Well, I'll get it sorted for the next game. Irritatingly, the game seems to have reset all my settings, which is why the reticule is a bit of a mishmash. But there we go. We'll worry about it later on. You'll find out the damage at the end of the match then. Panzer 4H over here. Tier 5 tank, and this is, I say this is really not fair, but then again, the Panzer hits Pansy in the face with an AP shell from his howitzer. Seriously, who fires AP out of the 105mm howitzer? And, well, this is honestly, I would argue Pansy has hung around there too long, letting the Stug shoot him, but, you know, Pansy is alive, even if his engine is a little bit knackered, and he could put the engine back in, there we go. But Pansy is alive, and the Stug is not, and the scoreline is 6-2. He's on 2 kills so far, although he hasn't got the health to take any more hits, which is something to be aware of. T71 is a machine, for those who are not aware, that I actually kept. Now, I appreciate this tank has recently been split into 2 different ones. This, of course, would now, by modern standards, be the, well, unnecessary ammo rack, be the auto-loading machine, of course. There is now a non-auto-loading variant. So, there are enemies in the capture circle eating all the cookies, but they had better be damn good cookies, because by being in the capture circle you could argue they're throwing away the rest of the game. VK3001H here, makes me wonder what this guy's view range is. Pansy apparently not spotted, and he's dead, so that's a thing. 3 shells left in the mag, nice quick reload on this 75mm auto-loader though, so just go for a magazine reload. And Pansy relocates across the map. 3 kills now. And there's only 5 of them left at this point. Using this mobility to get somewhere else, do some more damage, and generally wreck the enemy's faces. Kind of surprised that VK3001H didn't spot Pansy. Then again, it's only a tier 5, mate, and they don't have great view range, and maybe his crew's a bit potato and he doesn't have much equipment. I ran mine with binos just to squeeze out that view range. And had some success with it like that. So we've got a KV2, an OI, a KV1 and an 82 remaining. That is potentially an awful lot of derp. Not that it really matters. I mean, a stiff breeze would kill Pansy at this point. Although interestingly, Pansy has switched to some heat rounds, which kept the 210 penetration from the old heat rounds that no one ever used to use, because the penetration increase was marginal and they got eaten by every bit of spaced armor, including tracks that you could think of. But anyway, Pansy has decided to dab that 2 key. He used to be a dinger after all. I guess old habits die hard, and this is an OI, so I can't really blame him too much. And there's the wonderful accuracy of this gun. There's 1 shot penetrates though, and 2, okay, 2 out of 4. And Pansy goes for a reload on the mag. I think personally I would have just stuck with the regular armor piercing ammo and tried to just get a bit closer, although I appreciate Pansy's only on 55 health here. So it's a little bit swings and roundabouts, to be honest. So, Pansy coming around, just the 3 of the enemies left. His magazine is now loaded, so hopefully he's going to be able to do some blatting. OI, 82, and KV2 all need a damn good thwacking. Come around here. T1 Heavy is also working his way around. There's the OI. The OI is hopefully looking the wrong way, just as the enemy KV2 blats the T67. The OI is indeed looking the wrong way. Pansy's struggling with that 7 degrees of gun depression. The gun depression on this tank isn't bad, but it's also not what you would call good. It's deeply mediocre. It's about the only thing on this tank that is deeply mediocre. Well, the accuracy is also rather mediocre. OI now should be reloading that dirty great big gun. Did enough damage. That is probably the howitzer. So Pansy is going to go for a bit of swift rogering from behind. There we go. 2 more shots. 1 more. And of course it goes into the rock just as he had the killing shot, because that's how this works. You know, what can you do? But there we are. And if anyone wondered why Pansy was going for the tracks there, remember he'd switched back to APCR, not heat at that point. So that was definitely an option. Deciding not to engage the OI frontally, can't really blame him. That would be a pretty appalling idea. And the friendly team have managed to collapse against these 3 remaining tanks, who are each on 3 kills. The KV2, the OI, and the 82 have between them 9 kills. The friendly team has fed them to all hell. So, Pansy is relocating, going somewhere else. There goes the Cromwell, and that leaves the friendly tank. Never mind, that leaves Pansy alone versus these 3 enemy tanks. There were like 6 on the friendly team at one point, and 5 of them have just herpaderped into the enemies and died. Yay, random teammates! Woot, 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 woot! So, the Stug 3, because he's a genius, is telling Pansy to cap, despite the fact that it would take about 4 minutes to cap in this game mode, and the cap circle is right next to where all 3 of them were last spotted. That's the caliber of player that Pansy has on his team. I know the guy's only in a tier 5 tank, and to be fair to him, he does go, okay, fair enough, and I don't want to mock him too much, but that was a terrible, terrible, terrible suggestion. Anyway, 3 of them left. Pansy's advantage over them is kind of view range, and that's about it. Well, no mobility. He's got view range and mobility over them. He has no armor, he has no hit points. His accuracy is ugh. And as Pansy himself says in chat, he just needs to play the long game with them. Spot them, find some cover, pew 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 pew, rinse and repeat. Well, with some relocation in there as well. And, I mean, with those 3 tanks remaining, they've not got a huge amount of health remaining between the 3 of them. We know the OI, for example, is a one-shot. And Pansy still has a reasonable amount of ammo left. So, he should be able to carry this one. Well, let me rephrase. Ammunition shouldn't get in his way of carrying it. Let's put it that way. Right. So, someone is in the capture circle. Do you see what I see? Nope, can't see him. Pansy has a quick spot. Decides to relocate a little bit. Hasn't been spotted himself. Let him take it. I assume he means, you know, you've got time, don't worry about it. And if that's what the Stug is getting at, he's right. If he's getting at just let them cap and let's get into another game, then I wholeheartedly disagree. That's a terrible idea. But 3 minutes 20, just under 3 minutes 20 left on the clock. Pansy is not exactly rushed for time. He didn't spot them in the capture circle from the side he was on. He does manage to spot them from over here though. So he increases the distance. He has not been spotted. The AT view range is pretty bloody awful. The AT is also using the howitzer, and Pansy has got his heat loaded. 1, nothing. 2, nothing. Oh, there's the KV2 as well. I would shoot the KV2 at this point, if I'm honest. The AT2 is not a good shot. Well, then again. There we go. Oh, he did have a clean shot into the AT2, fair enough. 3 rounds left in the mag. That is enough to take out this KV2 as well. Oh, and the KV2 manages to make it into cover. just in time to stay alive. So that leaves Pansy on 4 kills, and both the KV2 and the OI are one-shots. Pansy decides to relocate once again back to APCR ammunition, which is definitely enough against the KV2 and should be enough against the OI, providing Pansy catches him in the side or the rear. Frontally, it's a bit more dicey. I mean, the guy's got, what, 100 millimeters, 150 even millimeters of frontal armor, flat as a pancake, but yeah. So that is where you could definitely argue using the heat ammunition would be a wise call. In fact, Pansy loading an APCR clip here is interesting. We know both of these guys are one-shot. A clip of heat should do the job. I know you say that and then all the shots derp into goodness only knows what, because this gun is not especially accurate, but there we go. So, speaking of the OI and frontal things, Pansy manages to damage the guy's tracks. He wasn't doing that to kill the guy, he was just doing that to squeeze in a reset. Now he loads the heat clip. Ooh, nice little bit of sliding there. And he's got 1 minute and 15 seconds to get in another reset and or kill one or both of these suckers. 3 minutes 45 left on the match, it's worth pointing out. This is definitely a long game. So it goes around front of an OI. Pew! Nothing. Pew! This is 210 millimeters of penetration, by the way. There we go, finally. And then Pansy loads the clip of APCR. 210 millimeters of penetration, and it's heat ammo, so it doesn't lose penetration with range. 3 shots fired at the front of an OI, 2 of them bounce. Oh yeah, that thing's a tier 6. Balanced. Anyway, just the KV2 remaining. He is a one-shot. I mean, so is Pansy, but Pansy's been a one-shot for about the last 7 minutes, so meh. Who cares? Probably longer, maybe about the last 10 minutes or so. Anyway. One more kill not only would give Pansy the win here, it would also allow him to pick up a top gun, which would be a nice way to round the match out. A match that he has generally played very, very well indeed. Going around the long way. Yeah. I've been playing the AT-15 recently, which it's such a breath of fresh air just watching a tank that actually has a working engine and is able to get around the map. It's a delight. But there we go. And the T-71 is one of my favourite tanks in the game. So, you know, you can actually see the other side of the map rather than going, well, burp, 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 I can't get over there. I can only drive this way, which sucks. So, KV2 has been spotted. Is he going to do anything about it? Pansy is going to have a quick look. Struggling with the gun depression. And he is spotted. He is a bit close there. We've only got 53 seconds left, though. Pansy just needs to get a little bit of distance or an unexpected angle and kill this guy. And that's it. Game over. Now, if you saw there, Pansy drove to the right-hand side, and then once he was no longer spotted, drove the other way, trying to throw the guy off. Hopefully the guy will be expecting him to approach from the other direction, and Pansy can go pew 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 into his bum. 27 seconds left on the match. And, well, 27 seconds left on the cap, and 1 minute. And now 1 minute 25 left on the match. So Pansy goes right the way around. Can't engage the guy from long range from this position, though, so he's kind of committing here. Oh, he goes out backwards. Bum showing. KV2 is looking the wrong way, and headshot. He is dead. And there we go. That is how you take down a match when your team are full of a bunch of scrubs. Helps when you're top tier, it's worth pointing out. Let's go and have a look at the post-battle stats for this one. So, that ended up being enough for Ace Tanker, Bruiser, Demolitionist, Fire for Effect, Defender, High Caliber, and Top Gun there for Pansy. Very nice slew of awards indeed. 2,933 damage done, 6 kills, 1,415 base experience. Shoutouts should go to the friendly T-67, almost 1,500 damage when bottom tier, nicely played. And the enemy AT-2, that tank does not like being at the bottom of the feeding pool. He still managed almost 1,500 damage, very well played to him. And indeed, actually, to those last 3 tanks on the enemy team, 11 kills between them, 11. 11. That was quite impressive. 38 shots fired, 30 hits, 23 penetrations for that damage count, most of which was from closer range, but about a third of it was from more than 300 meters. 4 hits received, no bounce, they all went through Pansy's face. 3 enemy vehicles spotted, 8 damage, 6 destroyed, 843 assistance damage, 100 base defense points, almost 9 kilometers traveled. It's not very often you get close to double digits for that statistic. Fired a bit of premium ammunition, so Pansy did make a loss in that match, but he did pull the win out, so frankly, who cares? Very nicely played game there from Pansy in his T71. Here we go then with our second game, and you might be getting a sense of deja vu here. We are back on El Haluf. This time we are with Polestar, and he is driving the Indian Panzer. I reviewed this tank a while ago, wasn't a huge fan. But then just after I brought out my review, it's like Wargaming went, and we're changing it, because of course we are. So there we go. Anyway, as I said, driven for us today by Polestar. Tier 8 match, Tier 8 maximum match. So another top tier game, always nice to see those. Goodness knows Tier 8 maximum matches are rare these days. You spend most of your time sitting in Tier 10 if you're in a Tier 8 machine. And when you're playing the AT-15, that is incredibly painful as an experience. Didn't really notice it so much when I was playing the T-28 prototype. That thing can handle it, but the AT-15, no, it cannot. So Polestar's coming over here to what would generally be considered the medium tank position. So we saw Pansy going over to the other side of the map and doing light tank things. Now we're seeing Polestar over here doing medium tank things. Indian Panzer, of course, is a Tier 8 German medium tank, although it plays very much like any other Tier 8 medium tank. Oh, that was an unlucky bounce. 90mm gun, 10 degrees of gun depression, just enough armour to bounce the occasional schmuck here and there. But nothing to really get too excited about. Nope, no more over there. And you can see this time I've remembered things like the damage counters, and there is the accuracy for you. The aiming stats on this gun leave a little bit to be desired. But although it did get improved since I started playing this tank. Although I don't play it anymore, I've unlocked and purchased the Leopard prototype. There we go, T-43, and Polestar here is making pretty nice use of auto-aim just to get snapshots in. Oh, dearie me, that Pershing is living a charmed life. That's the second shot that Polestar has put in that guy's general direction that has not really connected, and by really I mean at all. Finally, Polestar gets penetrated. This time, would you credit it, by a light tank. Where did he go through? Ah, it looks like the... No, through the front of the hull. Fair enough. The armour on this tank isn't particularly thick, but certainly on the hull it is fairly well angled. And it does mean that essentially you can get bounces here or there, but you shouldn't be relying on it. And using your gun depression does help. T-43, no. I was wondering for a moment if he had a death wish. Apparently not. And the team are just pushing up here. Scoreline is 2-2. Whoa, guys, you're getting in each other's way. Scoreline is 2-2. Hello, Mr. AMX. Ouchies, that was our face, but your face hurts more. So that is Polestar's second kill. T-43, can he make this guy kill number 3? Yes, he can. He even blocks the shell from that T-43 in response. So that is Polestar on 2 kills. Pershing, not quite able to pick up a sneaky kill on the Pershing, and there's the problem with using auto-aim if you're not careful. Polestar actually accidentally hits one of his allies in the back, but does then pick up the T-150. 3 kills with only 1103 damage done. At Tier 8, that's kind of kill securing like a boss. Coming around the flank, hopefully no one's going to shoot Polestar in his face. There's an SU-152. No one likes being shot by those things. They have dirty, great big guns. And can Polestar get another shot in? That guy doesn't look like it. He's going around for the flank. Hopefully that SU-152 isn't going to be able to plant one in his rear. Oh, can Polestar pick up the Oni? Low roll says no. He might still be able to pick him up, but he might take a shot for his troubles here, but apparently not. The guy is having a bad day, and Polestar makes him kill number 4. KV85, oh, there's one shot in. Is Polestar going to be able to pick up the kill on this one? Probably not. Someone low rolls. There we go. There is the kill for kill number 5. And Polestar's tracks even absorb a heat round from the SU-152, which is a bit lucky because that heat round should have done 700 damage to Polestar's tanky tank. As it is, it does nothing. I mean, honestly, though, from that direction, that guy could have loaded... presumably he's using the howitzer, because that was a heat round. He could have loaded high explosive, and it'd have wrecked Polestar's tank there, and wouldn't have had problems with the tracks. But hey-ho, there you go, and he's dead. Kill number 6. Polestar's really racking them up. T-34-85, oh, he's behind cover. Oh, what a boring guy. Oh, no, he's come out. Auto-aim again, kill number 7. Casual. Finally makes it over 2,000 damage with 7 kills. Jesus Christ. Polestar is just hoovering these kills up. 4 enemy tanks left. How many of them can Polestar claim? Come on, one more kill for a Radley Walters medal. That would be a nice thing to see. A nice way to finish this video off with a Radley's. Can we get a Radley's? Come on. Come on. Oh... I'm not going to keep making noises here. I mean, this is just Polestar driving across a map, and I'm trying to build up tension, which seems a little bit pointless. Polestar's team are winning by a good margin, and Polestar is just driving across a valley. I mean, yeah, let's just speed this up a little bit, because otherwise it can be a bit tedious watching tanks drive across a valley. Even if they are in a machine with a bit of mobility, it can still take a while, because, you know, hills and everything. So, Polestar successfully comes up behind the Shuckers. And what can he do about it? T-44 over there is a 2-shot. T-34 over there is a 3-shot. And boom! Ammo rack off with his head. There is the Radley Walters. But wait! Plot twist, there's still enough tanks left. Polestar could pick up more than a Radley's. Oh, there's 9 kills. One more kill and replace that Radley's with a Paul's medal. Oh, come on. Come on. Make it that magic 10. That would be beautiful. Oh, the other enemy tank's over by the friendly base. There we go. 10 kills. The friendly team is capping because of course they are. And, oh, the last guy is over by the enemy base. That artillery, let's just speed this along. Apparently that artillery is on 1 hit point. The OI takes him out. And that is the game. Let's go and check out the stats of this one. So that was enough for Ace Tanker Demolitionist, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Top Gun, and of course that Paul's medal, a medal I have still never received in this game. 3,137 damage done, 10 kills, 1,281 base experience, 22 shots fired, 20 hits, 18 penetrations for that damage count, most of which was from fairly close range and an awful lot of auto-aim. 9 hits received, 3 penetrated, 6 did not, 420 damage blocked by Polestar's armour. Unfortunately, 1 shot into an ally there. It wasn't intentional, it just happened. 11 vehicles damaged, 10 of them killed, 140 assistance damage, just a shade over 3 kilometers travelled, and in a 7-minute match, a 12,000 credit profit with a standard account, which in a regular tier 8 machine ain't too bad. So there we go, a couple of replays for you there from subscribers and in machines that we haven't really seen in a while. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any replays you would like me to take a look at, by all means upload them to whatreplays.com. Send me the link in a PM on YouTube and I shall take a butcher's. Try and leave the replays up there. It can take me a little while to get round to all the replays, so do be patient. I do try and prioritise new people or tanks that we haven't seen, or haven't seen in a long time at the very least. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, by all means feel free to catch some of my other videos and or subscribe to my channel, and whatever you're doing, I hope you enjoy it and I wish you very happy hunting on that battlefield. Ciao ciao.